on the line right now is Sue Perkins from the Herkimer County Historical Society. Well, you can't bring in Babe Ruth. The next best thing is his granddaughter, Linda Ruth Tossetti, and she's coming in for an event. I cannot get over how much she looks like Babe Ruth, Sue. It's unbelievable. Hi, Sue.
Hello, good morning.
Well, I mean, you've seen the pictures. She looks just like Babe Ruth, right?
Oh, she does. You can
crazy.
see the similarities.
Yeah.
Definitely.
All right.
When I first looked, I thought it looked like Rosie O'Donnell.
Yes.
So explain how you guys got to this point. Bringing someone like this in. She's going to tell stories about her grandfather and all of that. How'd you guys get to this?
Don, I hope I say his last name right, Leibel, he's been in contact with her. He's the one that came up with the idea for us, thought it would be a wonderful idea for a fundraiser for the Herkimer County Historical Society. And so he spearheaded that, and then we were able to get Jason Paulus to be our MC from WKTV News anchor. And we're going to have it at Francesca's on May 4th at the banquet hall there in Ilion. And Ruth Ann's going to do a meet and greet at 5 o'clock, and then dinner at 6, and tickets are $35 per person.
All right. And how do they get the tickets, by the way?
They can call us at 315-866-6413, or they can email us at herkimerhistory@yahoo.com.
And you guys are very active down there, always trying to raise money. Where does the money go?
The money goes for general operating, also goes for maintenance projects. We own 2 buildings, and there's always maintenance that has to be done on the building. Currently, we're having the bricks on the Suter building, mortared, the mortar repaired, replaced. We got a window project going on,
okay.
A roof a leaky roof that needs to be repaired. So there's a lot of maintenance that is required for 2 buildings.
All right. So this is happening. The date on this is what again?
May 4th, Saturday, May 4th.
So it's next Saturday.
It's coming up quick. You got to get your tickets now.
And
get your tickets.
And I've read some stuff on what she does, and her stories are really quite incredible. And you're getting a little piece of Babe Ruth here, a little piece of baseball history. It's really quite cool.
Yes, and we're also going to have Craig Mutter, Communications Director of the Baseball Hall of Fame, will be there that night also.
Well, that one I'll correct you on. That's you got Don Leibel's right, but Muter is the
Muter, yeah.
Muter, yeah. and listen, he is a wealth of information.
Yeah, he's good to be there.
All those guys down there at the Hall of Fame, they all have their dream jobs, right?
I know.
Yeah.
They have.
Yeah.
It's like they can't wait to get to work for another day of working in baseball. It's really pretty
so
cool.
rough.
So. All right, Sue, get those tickets. And, of course, that's at Francesca's next Saturday. And thanks for giving us an update here this morning.
Oh, thank you for having me on.
All right. This is big, I think. Right?
That's a very cool event. And if I could just say 2 things on Craig. His mutter was a mutter. And Muter.
Hello, Mutter.
That is a dream job, and then he gets to go on the radio, and we attack him with things like, "Don't give me that crap. That guy's a Hall of Famer. There's no way he's a Hall of Famer." We attack him when he comes on the air, but he loves it.
I was talking about a documentary that I watched yesterday that's on Netflix, and it's on Ted Williams, and you got to watch this. And he was an odd guy with a lot of stuff going on.
Well, and did you know, I mean, I don't even know what you're referring to because I think there's so many things, but even how his life, I don't know if I should say his life ended, but wasn't he the one who had his head cryogenically frozen?
He had, I think, his whole body.
His whole body. So in the hopes that if the technology existed in 100 years, they could bring him back to life.
He was an atheist and did not believe that religious theories would preserve his life or his spirit. So by freezing the body, he believes that at some point, or believed at some point, and his family does as well, at some point technology will catch up, and he may be able to
come back to life.
Be able to be brought back.
You think about, too, I don't know how many atheists, I have no idea, I'm just asking, how many atheists were there when I mean, what was it? The 40s, 50s, 60s. It was.
Yeah.
I think this country especially was more religious.
Yeah.
At that time.
How about he did 2 stints? He was a pilot in World War II. Had to leave baseball in World War II, and then the Korean War.
It's just unbelievable.
Yeah, it's a great story. And he was an odd guy, and I don't think there's any doubt that he probably was the greatest hitter in baseball.
Yeah.
I mean, we always think about Babe Ruth, and he was neck and neck with Ruth. But Ruth was the home run hitter. Ted Williams was the hitter.
So the woman
he just hit the ball, and I think on his last outing, and they wanted him to retire because he, the aches and pains, and he was, I think in his 40s. His final game, he went 6 for 8.
Get out of here.
Wow,
Think
that's
about
crazy.
that. Yeah.